Right now, while you're watching this, AI just took someone's job. Not in 10 years, not in 5. Today. And the terrifying part, that person had no idea it was coming. Stay with me for the next 10 minutes, because what I'm about to show you could completely change how you think about your career, your income, and your future. Most people think AI job replacement is a distant threat, something that happens eventually, maybe to someone else in some other industry. But here's what no one tells you. The displacement isn't coming in one dramatic wave. It's already happening in slow, quiet, invisible ways, and by the time most people notice, it'll be too late to course correct. According to a 2023 Goldman Sachs report, AI could automate tasks equivalent to 300 million full-time jobs globally, not eliminate, automate. That's a crucial distinction, because it means even jobs that survive will look completely different, and the workers who don't adapt will find themselves competing for fewer roles at lower wages with less leverage. So, which jobs are actually at risk? And more importantly, what can you do about it? That's exactly what this series is going to break down. But before we get into the list, there's one thing you need to understand about how AI replaces jobs, because it's not the way most people think. Here's the model most people have in their head. A robot walks into an office, sits down at a desk, and takes someone's job. That's not how it works. What actually happens is far more subtle and far more dangerous. AI doesn't replace the person, it replaces the task, and then it replaces more tasks and more. Until one day, a company realizes they need 3 people instead of 30. Think about customer service. A decade ago, call centers employed millions. Today, AI chatbots handle 85% of customer interactions without a single human involved. The agents who remain handle only the most complex cases at a fraction of the original headcount. This is called task erosion, and it's happening across every single industry right now. The jobs most vulnerable aren't just low-skilled jobs. That's the other myth we need to bust. White-collar workers, knowledge workers, creatives, legal professionals, financial analysts, all of them are on the list. And here's the question I want you to sit with for the next few minutes. What percentage of your daily tasks could be done by AI right now? Don't answer yet. Let me show you the numbers first, and I think they're going to surprise you. Let's get into the specifics, because this is where most videos go vague, and I'm not going to do that to you. Number 1, data entry and administrative roles. This one's already done. Tools like Microsoft Copilot and Google's AI suite can process, organize, and analyze data faster and more accurately than any human. Companies that used to employ entire data teams now run the same operations with a handful of supervisors. If your job involves entering, organizing, or moving information, you need to hear this. Number 2, paralegals and legal assistants. You won't believe how fast this one is moving. AI tools like Harvey and Casetext can review thousands of legal documents in the time it takes a paralegal to finish their morning coffee. Law firms are already cutting junior staff. One report from the London School of Economics found that AI could automate up to 44% of legal tasks currently performed by humans. Number 3, junior financial analysts. If your job is to pull data, build models, and generate reports, AI already does this better, faster, and cheaper. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and BlackRock are all publicly deploying AI in roles that used to be entry points for finance careers. Number 4, graphic designers at the entry level. Tools like Midjourney, Adobe Firefly, and DALL-E are replacing the kind of basic design work that used to sustain junior designers and freelancers. Logos, social media graphics, basic marketing materials, all being generated by AI in seconds. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're in one of these fields. Oh, what do? Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about exactly that. But first, let me show you the jobs on this list that are going to shock you. This is the part of the video that changes people's minds, because everyone expects AI to hit admin jobs and factory floors. But what about the jobs we consider deeply human? Radiologists. AI diagnostic tools are now reading X-rays and MRIs with accuracy that matches or exceeds trained radiologists in certain categories. Companies like Zebra Medical and Google's DeepMind have built systems that detect early-stage cancer in scans faster than human specialists. This doesn't mean radiologists disappear tomorrow, but the number of radiologists a hospital needs is shrinking. Journalists and content writers. The Associated Press has been using AI to generate earnings reports and sports summaries since 2014. In 2024, several major publications quietly began using AI for first drafts, SEO content, and breaking news summaries. If you write content for a living, and you haven't figured out how to work with AI, you're working against the clock. Teachers, specifically online educators and tutors. AI tutoring systems can now personalize lessons in real time, answer student questions, give feedback on essays, and adapt to individual learning speeds. The role of a classroom teacher is evolving, and the tutoring industry is already being disrupted. Here's the pattern you should be noticing. It's not about intelligence, it's about repetition. Any task that follows a pattern, even a complex, cognitively demanding pattern, is a candidate for automation, and AI is getting better at finding those patterns every single month. So what does survive? What are the skills and roles that AI genuinely cannot replace? Stay with me, because this is the part of the video that actually matters. Here's the good news, and I mean real good news, not the watered-down kind. AI is extraordinarily powerful, but it has hard limits, and the people who understand those limits are the ones who will thrive in the AI economy rather than get left behind. Limit number 1, AI cannot build genuine human relationships. Sales, leadership, therapy, negotiation, community building, these require emotional intelligence, trust, and human nuance that no model can replicate. The top 1% of earners in these fields aren't worried about AI. They're using it to do their admin work while they focus on what only humans can do. Limit number 2, AI cannot take true creative risks. AI generates based on patterns in existing data. It cannot have an original idea in the way a human can. The most creative thinkers, the ones combining ideas across disciplines, challenging assumptions, building new categories, those people become more valuable as AI handles execution. Limit number 3, AI cannot make judgment calls with real-world consequences. Surgeons, crisis negotiators, CEOs, ethical decision-makers. These roles require accountability, intuition built from lived experience, and judgment in ambiguous situations. AI can assist, but it cannot own the outcome. The workers who will win in the next decade are the ones who position themselves at the intersection of AI capability and human irreplaceability. But here's the real question no one is asking, and it's the one that's going to define your next 5 years. Are you building toward that intersection or drifting away from it? You don't need to panic. You need a plan. Here's what the top 1% are already doing. 1, they're becoming AI literate, not programmers, not data scientists, just fluent. They know which tools exist, how to prompt them effectively, and how to integrate them into their workflows. This alone puts you ahead of 80% of the workforce. 2, they're doubling down on uniquely human skills, communication, leadership, creativity, relationship building. These aren't soft skills anymore. They're your most valuable hard assets. 3, they're watching the curve, not reacting to it. The biggest career mistakes of the next decade will be made by people who wait until displacement is obvious. The biggest wins will go to people who position early, and that's exactly why this channel exists. Every week we break down what the top 1% know about AI, wealth, and success in a way that's clear, actionable, and actually useful. If this video gave you a new way of thinking about your career, hit the like button. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video in the series, and drop a comment below. What's your job? And do you think AI could replace it? I'll see you in the next one.